Hello everyone. So we all know what is collections. Like for example, the list, dictionary, set, tuples, all these are collections in Python, right? So usually these collections are like like a container that is used to store the collections of data, right? So we have another module called, the name itself is a collections. So collection is one of the module. You know, uh, you can say it is an alternate to built-in collections like built-in container data types such as we just discussed, right? List, tuple, and dictionary. So in this video, so we'll talk about named tuple. That is one of the collection, the module which Python provides. Okay, so the name tuple is under the collection module, right, which is provided by the Python. So first we'll import this import collections as COL. Now we'll try to understand what is named tuple first. So we know the list are tuple, right? It is like a list of values, right? It is iterable. So when you talk about the tuple or a list, right? Remembering which index should be used for each value, right? That's not so easy, right? Especially when you talk about there's a lot of values. How can I remember the index? Okay, this particular value is at this particular index. It's very difficult, right? So now to overcome this problem, we have name tuples. What name tuple does? It will assign a name, a particular name to a particular value in a list, right? Which we are going to see now how it works. So let's say I'm creating an employee name tuple. So I'm just naming it as an EMP. So call dot name tuple. So usually the name tuple will take two parameters. Did you see this name tuple? Missing two required positional arguments, type name and the field name. This is important. Now here what type of the list it is. So I'm just storing the employee information. This type of the name tuple is an employee, right? And what are the field names which I want to store? I want to store the name, 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 maybe, oops, sorry, city, maybe employee, right? SAL salary. Did you see? Now, again, I'm repeating myself. Name tuple will take two arguments. One is the type. What type of this name tuple is? What it's meant for? It is meant for the storing the employee information. And what employee information you want to store? In our case, it's a name, city, and salary. Right? Right? This is a type of employee. Right? Now, how can I add a values to my name tuple? It's simple. So let's say maybe we'll take an ID. Let's say my particular ID is maybe 123. Usually 123, right? So emp ID 123 is equal to, now emp is my name tuple variable, right? So what is the sequence? First I need to pass the name, uh, city, and maybe the salary, right? Similarly, I can add as number as the values I want. Uh, right now, as I said, right, so I can add as number as values I want. Now it is very easy to access a value, right? So I know my employee name. So let's say I obviously know my employee name, right? So let's say in a particular list, if we have a tuple or a list, right? Forgot about name tuple. We have a tuple or list. So where I have employee details, a list of list, a tuple of tuple, right? How can I fetch a particular employee details? It's not possible, right? I can't remember index of each and every person, right? For example, right? So this is a list of list, a list of tuple, right? So my employee ID is 123 Teja, and my city, like that. You may have hundreds of fields. Let's say if you want to fetch an employee details of Teja, I have an employee ID, but how can I fetch? It's not possible, right? I have to iterate on each and every value in a list, and if this particular employee ID match, then get all those values. That's not that easy, right? And it's very time consuming too, right? So Now I have employee ID. Hey, my employee ID is 123, and get the details of the employee. What details I need? I need name. Awesome, right? So what else I need? I need the city which is living, right? Similarly, hey, I have employee ID which is 321. Get me the name, or get me the salary of that particular employee. Yeah, here we go, right? So now I have a dictionary, right? Something like this. I have a name, city, and salary. Now, I can also add the values in a dictionary to my name tuple. We'll see how to do that. Maybe T33 is equal to emp is my, name tuple variable, right? Which we just created here. And star star my date, usually we'll get the values out of it. Now, you see, name. Awesome, right? Now, hope you understand the power of name tuples when you compare to the normal tuples or list which we have, right? So I need not to remember my index, right? With just the employee name, I can fetch whatever the values which I stored, right? Maybe you can say it's something like, the database, where you are fetching the information based on the, what you call, the primary index. In this case, it's an employee ID, right? So hope you enjoy this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.